Hi, I'm Paul Neighbour. This is my property at Back Valley. I acquired the property of just over 400 hectares approximately 9 months ago. Traditionally run as a dairy property. We're right in the middle of dairy country. I'm not running it as a dairy, we're running it as beef, cattle, lifestyle property. The primary aims with the property are twofold. One is looking at rehabilitating the swamp system and the creek lines. Strategies with that are stock exclusion fencing and weed control, primarily gorse and blackberry infestations. The other aim with the property is to bring is pasture management with a strong focus on the soil microbiology. So it's looking to bring those pastures up to greater levels of productivity, but with a very low reliance or ideally no reliance on herbicides and pesticides. Currently we've been doing work with the NRM board to fence off creek lines, keep stock out of those creek lines and work to regenerate the natural indigenous plant species. This is saddle paddock. It's a kikuyu based pasture. I talked before about the ideal of getting the property to more of an organic base. This is one where we will be trialling the use of just organic composting. So this is an example of the natural vegetation, native vegetation, where the stock has been excluded or has had very, very limited access. And you can see the difference between this to where stock have been actively grazing and the creek system's been completely degraded. With the stock exclusion fencing in place, with the weed control that we've got planned and the regeneration of the native species, what we're hoping to develop is or recreate the natural habitat, which will see progressively the reintroduction of species which have been lost from this system, whether they be native fish species or other animals. And so we're quite optimistic about being able to achieve that. So this is an example of previous land management practices using heavy equipment, typically bulldozers, to push gorse infestation into a pile where they've pushed it right up against the scrub line, and it's led to later subsequent outbreaks of gorse, and it's seen the gorse move into the native vegetation zone. Through here is heritage scrub. To my left is creek line that's had stock through it, which we're just in the process of fencing off to exclude stock. Gorse in particular is a nasty plant. The seed bank can last 25 years, so it's never going to be a one-off operation. And there's a variety of techniques we've used. This has all been cut and swabbed. I've done other control where we've mulched it mechanically and then follow up with spray application. Hopefully see that regenerate so it looks more like the heritage scrub. Longer term, so over a 5-year plan, a fully functioning and traditional farming operation, if you like, but with a strong focus on the environment and improving the property rather than, I guess, exploiting it to the detriment of the property. So that's a bit of an overview of the property here and what we're trying to achieve. Been working very closely with the NRM board, both on the agricultural and environmental aspects of the property.